We understand that Stephen was having a little bit of fun with us, and we've responded in turn, and we are offering for him to come to the Oval during the Olympics and become our official ombudsman to make sure that no Americans are harmed or mistreated in any way during the games. Sure. Dear cousin, as a proud syrup sucker, I am saddened that you would cast aspersions on Canadians as part of your otherwise laudable quest to help out the cash-strapped American speed skating team. We have always welcomed our friends from south of the border with open arms. Well, except in 1812. In fact, we've always considered you as our American cousins and politely tolerated you, even when you were in an imperialistic mood. Well, it's essentially an honorary position that he could come to the games and as an observer make sure that his American speed skaters are being treated well, and he would be there as the guest of the City of Richmond at the Olympic Oval. We built and own the Oval. Of course, it'll be turned over to the organizing committee for the games. But we've also added a little bit to it. We have an official ombudsman uniform, and I'm just going to model it for you here. It's this lovely pink toque, which has the Richmond Olympic Oval logo on the front, and you can't see it, but there's a Canadian maple leaf. There's a Canadian maple leaf on the back. We think this would make Mr. Colbert look very officious in his new role. We've asked for him to find some sled dogs and make his way to the great Canadian frozen wasteland. He likes to make fun of Canadian stereotypes, and we wanted to show that Canadians have a sense of humor, and we can make fun of ourselves and we can give it back in equal measure. So I suggested that, in terms of getting ready for the cold climate up here, that he might want to start taking a measure of antifreeze fluid every day to acclimatize himself. Exactly, because Americans don't do metric. We haven't received an official response yet, but he did respond to the Globe and Mail and expressed concern that he might need a green card, or as he says, Canadians call it, a beaver board, in order to be able to work legally in Canada. Well, he likes to make fun of Canadians and beaver musk and moose and all those typically stereotype images of Canada, and you know what, we're fine with that. The Americans wouldn't really have much comedy if it wasn't for all the Canadian comedians that we've sent down there. So my exact job is Senior Manager of Corporate Communications for the City of Richmond.
Okay, so give us the Coles Notes version of the letter you had sent, the invitation you had sent to our nemesis.
Well, Mr. Colbert has had great fun making fun of Canadians, and so we wanted to respond and show him that we enjoy a good laugh too and aren't afraid to poke fun at ourselves, but we can also give it back in equal measure. So that's what we did. And at the same time, we also corrected this impression that somehow we've been keeping American skaters off our ice.
Exactly, and that's what we felt too. So ourselves, we've challenged him on numerous occasions in the last probably 7 to 14 days. Now, what we have said is we'd like him to come up and let's race around the ice and let's decide it with our blades on. And is that possible should he arrive?
Yeah, up until November 30th, we still have control of the building before it gets turned over to get fitted out for the games. So before November 30th, we would love at any time for you and Stephen to come and have a race. I have to tell you though, Shane, my money is on you, but the Las Vegas odds are against you.
Yeah, they always seem to be. And lastly, let me ask you, the response, I guess, has been just overwhelming, I guess, to what's been going on.
This has been phenomenal since we issued the invitation and put out a news release about it yesterday. It has just taken off and gone all across Canada, all across the U.S., and lots of media pickup, but also just tremendous amount of, there's been lots of buzz about it on Twitter and throughout all the social media. I've received tons of emails from people congratulating me on taking up the battle against Mr. Colbert.
Do you think he's scared?
I think he's scared. He's been running scared from you, Shane.
Yeah, I don't think he's got the, as we said, the Timbits to show up here and race.
No, not unless, he fuels up with a double-double.